She's fucked up. Ain't it though?
Yeah.
Upgrade on my phone. All right. So we get started now. All right. I want to start out by giving infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Harakakadash. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, pushing his true cross the 4 winds in this final hour. Shalom to you, brother.
Shalom.
All right, we're at the final hour. We're living in the book of Revelation. And these end time prophecies, they're jumping off the book. Time has caught up to the prophecies. And this is a beautiful time to be an Israelite in your right mind. All right, this is a beautiful time to have this knowledge, okay? Because the kingdom of heaven is ushered in, man. And our great King, second coming to the planet Earth to deliver his remnant is going to happen in this lifetime, all right? We don't know the exact day, but we know that the leaves on the fig tree are tender, and this is the generation that will see his second coming, because he do nothing without revealing his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. And we about to get into this war talk, because the kingdom of heaven is going to be ushered in with the greatest war known to mankind, man. All nations under the earth, with nuclear capability, with great vast armies, even to little small armies. All of them going to be Confederate. They're going to pick sides, and we're going to have the war of wars. All right. 2nd Ezra 16 chapter say, great death is going to be ushered in the kingdom of men, man. All right. So we got a couple articles we're about to go into, and this is what you got to understand. Yahweh Shema Shai, he's the great architect. All right. He's the one that put all of the chess pieces on the board and make the kings of the earth do as he wish. The kings of the earth are talking big shit. All right. They ain't like no niggas in the hood. They talking about nuclear strategies, nuclear wars, blowing shit up. Not shooting little Gatling guns. They talking about shooting nuclear missiles. All right? The big guns. You got it, brother.
God. This is the Newsweek news. It says Russia warns of horsemen of the apocalypse.
All right? Russia warns of horsemen of the apocalypse. All right, now these is government delegates talking about the book of Revelation. You go to a Christian whorehouse, you're not going to hear nothing about the times we're living in, prophecy, end times. We're living in the book of Revelation, but if you go there, they're not going to tell you nothing about the book of Revelation. So therefore, they make the children of this world, like our great King say, wiser than the children of light, man. Who's supposed to know these things? Bring it out.
Bring that precept out.
Yeah, bring that precept out.
All right. This Luke is loading. All right, Luke 16:8. And the Lord Yahweh Shai commanded the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
All right, in this generation, all right, the heathen has more understanding, has more knowledge about the world that they're living in, the cosmos they're living in, the eon that they're living in, than the people of the book. And we're supposed to be the most wisest people that are just engulfed with wisdom on the planet Earth, all right? But that's how far we've fallen. So our people, they have the Bibles in their hand, but don't understand that we're living in the time of war, time of prophecies being fulfilled. You go to the whorehouse, you're not going to hear nothing about these end-time wars, World War III. In fact, they're teaching that a great number in the 7-day tribulation period is not even going to be here. All that's madness, okay? All right? They're drunk off this devil's doctrines. All right, go back to the article, brother.
Back at the
All
article.
right, but we go back to this article, and we got Russian delegates. All right, Russian noblemen. All right, speaking about the calamities that come in the Revelation, the 6th chapter, about these 4 horsemen. One thing about all these 4 horsemen that they had in common, including our great king who was on that white horse, they all bringing forth death and destruction. Isaiah 63 tells you how our great king gonna come in on the white horse. All right, the red horse is Esau. All right, wherever he go, death and hell follow. Okay, piece of shit. Okay, the black horse is all about collapsing the economy. All right, and the pale horse, that's death. All right, all of them are bringing forth destruction, man. Bring it out, bro.
Can I make a point?
Yeah.
And you know, like Eve, like these black women say, you know, y'all all y'all do is talk about negativity. Well, we bringing out the prophecies of the end times. There's nothing good coming to this place.
Yeah, Ezekiel the 7th chapter say, I watch it for you. I watch for you for evil. All right, it ain't nothing good. The only thing good about the end time is that the elect is getting delivered. That's it. This is Luke 2:25. This is the only good thing about the end times. Outside of that is just mourning, lamentation, and woe. That's it, motherfucker. That's it. Bring it out.
This Luke 2:25. And behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simon, and the same man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel.
All right, that's the only thing that's good about the end of times. The consolation of Israel. All right, the elect men getting beamed up and getting these new bodies and getting saved from these weak chains of darkness and the heathens round about us. All right, outside of that, everything else around that, the dynamics around that, is all about war, death, pestilence. The kingdom of heaven is going to be ushered in with war, death, blood, guts, and octane, man. That's it. So the message that we bring forth isn't good. If you're in the world, this message is negative. All right? The real prophets of doom. Come, give me to show you that we're prophets of doom. Get 2nd Ezra 7 and go to scan down till you see the day of doom. I don't know exactly where it is. Probably be around 40 something.
Okay, 43.
Bring it up.
2nd Ezra 7:43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
All right, this is what we out here prophesying about, the day of doom, the end of the end of an age, the end of an eon, the end of the so-called white man ruling on the planet Earth. All right, and guess what it's gonna be? A day of doom. We are prophets of doom, man. Through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. We're warning you of the coming pestilence, the coming wars. All right, the coming famines. That's not good news. All right, it's good news for the elect men, but for 2/3 of you, it's not good news. That Rainbow Coalition, love everybody. All right, that's going to bring your untimely demise. Where's the timely demise? Because the Most High has it written in stone. It's the stone. Go back to the article. We are prophets of doom, man. We are hate mongers. We are. You got us right. Bring it up. Bring it out, brother.
Back at the article, it reads, a high-ranking Russian official issued a warning to the international community, saying that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, saying that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse from the book of Revelation in the Bible's New Testament have already started their trip as Russia's invasion of Ukraine reaches 100 days.
Yeah. Those 4 horsemen just bringing in all type of calamities and atrocities. All right? He's telling the truth. The children of this world are wiser than the children of light. All right? When you go into the black horse, hyperinflation is the theme of the day. Death is running rampant, the pale horse. And Esau's doing his thing, the red horse. All right? So this guy is in reality. But our people in Christianity say everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's not going to be all right. You're going to go through this. All this hell, you're going to go through it. You're going to learn what hell really is. Bring it out, brother.
Go ahead, please. Back to it.
All right.
This Psalm 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his wrath, his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. All right, and Yahweh Shah, he's going to unleash these evil angels to perform his will. You know, they're ushering in these prophecies. They're behind all these prophecies. You know, that's why the scriptures tell you the Lord mustered the host of the battle. You know, so he got his angels on these things. He the one making y'all call these shots to go to war. You know?
And he reveals his secrets to the servants and the prophets, so you can do what? Prepare yourself. These other nations are preparing themselves. They're building doomsday bunkers, nuclear bunkers, so on and so forth. They're stockpiling food and resources. They know what time they're living in, but our people are not. Even doomsday preppers. All right? Carnally, they're in the right spirit. Now they have no understanding of spiritual things. All right? Who can make crooked when your Yahweh Shah is made straight? All right, there's nothing you can do to stop this onslaught, but natural thinking men, they're in reality. Our people have no common sense, no understanding, and they don't consider it. All right, bring it out, brother.
Instead of making rap videos and shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Back at the article, it reads, Russian Security County Deputy Chairman Dmitry Medvedev said in a recent interview that one can believe that the horsemen of the apocalypse are already on their way, and all hope is in Almighty God.
I'm surprised to hear a Russian talking like that.
God.
See what I'm saying?
God. And that's like you said, they're in their right mind. You know, they understand the times they living in. You know, but our people don't consider.
Our people, the only ones you hear. I hope things get better. I hope the gas prices go down. I hope we don't have to wear masks everywhere we go. Look, nothing's going to get better. The gas price is going to skyrocket. Pestilence is going to get 100 times worse. All right? We're going to another lockdown. Life as you know it will never be the same. It's only going to get worse. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai through his word, man. Bring it out, bro.
And it reads, Medvedev added that things have already been set in motion. However,
all right, he basically saying get ready for World War III. All right, he's privy to a lot of delicate information. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. They know America is not going to mind their business. All right, they know the EU, NATO, they're going to get in their business. They're not going to fall back. They're going to keep supplying our enemies with resources. All right, it's just a matter of time before we blow up into all our World War III. Read between the lines. Bring it out, bro.
And it reads, however, one can still try to tone down this international situation.
Come on.
And it reads, TASS reported that Medvedev comments during an interview with Al Jazeera TV.
Al Jazeera, come on.
TV were in response to one of his Telegram posts in May, in which he mentioned 10 consequences of Russian sanctions that have been put in place throughout the world since the invasion began.
Man, all those sanctions, putting a sanction on a person's country so you can cripple their economy is an act of war. People can water it down. People can water it down all they want. All right, they can be politically correct all they want. Putting sanctions, tariffs on other nations is an act of war. Okay, period. In the ancient world and in these modern times, that's an act of war. Bring it out, bro.
The U.S. Treasury Department on Thursday announced a new series of sanctions against Russia.
And they done already put out 100 of them bitches. So what you trying to do? Handicap them motherfuckers because they can't breathe And then when you're putting all these sanctions on Russia, the economies of the earth is crippling. The peoples of the earth are suffering. All right. And guess what? Russia, the further they go into Ukraine, they sucking Ukraine dry. What you trying to take from them, they taking that shit out of Ukraine. Fuck it, let's take their power. Let's go to their plants. Come on, let's get their agriculture. All right? We gonna this part of us anyway. They were originally part of the USSR anyway. Let's get our resources back. All right? So the people over here in America are actually suffering more than the sanctions you putting on Russia. When you putting these sanctions on Russia, they put that tighter grip on the Ukraine. They put their tentacles farther in there.
Yeah.
But it's all by design. It's all by design. This is the Yahweh Shema Shah mustering up the battle. Bring it out, bro.
And it reads, including one that targeted the yacht Russian President Vladimir Putin used to meet with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. In February, the U.S. and allies in Europe agreed to remove certain Russian banks from the SWIFT banking system, in another blow to Russia's economy. In March, U.S. President Joe
You're not fucking up Russia's economy, man.
All
right? You got to understand, these big wigs, when they go to war, all right, they do pros and cons. They count the costs. They know what's going to happen before they go into Ukraine. What you call it? Marketing schemes. All right? You look at the pros and cons. All right, when we go in here, these European Union guys, these NATO guys are going to put sanctions on us. All right? They know that before they decide to put boots on the ground and overtake that bitch. All right? So they have resources and surplus to take care of their nation. When they go there, when they went to Ukraine, the Most High put the spirit on them to say fuck it. When we go in Ukraine, that's going to be a domino effect. We're going to end up in World War III. Fuck it, let's do it. All right. The kings of the earth, man, they can think past go. They're not idiots. All right. Now the Most High is putting the spirit on them to destroy one another, destroy themselves, according to Revelation 20:7. Get that right, fam. All right. All this is prophecy being fulfilled. It's the scriptures. The deceiver it is. All right. The Most High got all of the kings on the earth on the chessboard, moving. Bring it out.
Revelation 20:7.
Come on.
And when the 1,000 years are expired,
all right, they're over with. Let's go.
Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
All right. The Esau came out of his abyss, came into power again. Come on.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
All right. So the Most High got this devil in power to deceive the nations and get the nations prepared for what?
For war. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle.
Gather the nations of the earth to battle and destroy one another. All right, the war of war. You see what I'm saying? All of this is, we're looking at end of time prophecy, just jumping off the book, and we're looking at it in real time. We understand that's a power.
Yeah.
People don't understand prophecy is power. You got a brother, I think that one of them brothers up in Arkansas. The name of his channel is Prophecy is Power. We are tapping into spiritual powers when we're prophesying. We're saying what's going to happen before it happens. And look at Russia, man. They're fulfilling prophecy. This article is prophecy being fulfilled, man. It's a beautiful time to be living in if you're a man of the Lord. All right? In your righteous mind. Okay? And all of this war talk, war games is going to lead to a nuclear holocaust. Okay? Hey, give me Deuteronomy 32:41. It's gonna lead to people getting liquefied, burning while they're standing on their feet, pocket nukes, land masses getting hit with nukes, radiation fallout. All right, this is what all of this is going to lead to, and it's in the Bible. Bring it out, bro.
Deuteronomy 32:41. If I wet my glittering sword.
Yahweh Shema Shai. He created that glittering sword. He created the smith that blow up the coals. He created Robert Oppenheimer, gave him the knowledge to put an angel, gave the angel the knowledge to put in the mind of Robert Oppenheimer how to split an atom. All right? They create a nuclear bomb. Okay? How about Shema Shai do all these things? He create good and evil. Okay? He said he created the smith. Okay? Bring it out. And that glittering spear is these nuclear ICBMs, man. All right? Bring it out, bro.
And mine hand take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to mine enemies.
All right. So you got to know who his enemies are. Who are the enemies of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai? Okay? We can give you telltale signs. Get Proverbs 15 and 25. Let's see the people that he deems his enemies. Okay? Let's see the people that are going to be the recipients of these nuclear missiles. Bring it out.
Proverbs 15 and 25. The Lord Yahweh will destroy the house of the proud.
He hate proud motherfuckers. All right? He hate proud individuals. All this war talk, all this this nation shaking their fist at this nation is Yahweh Shema Shai destroying pride out of men. He's coming to take down prideful men. All right? And let's see who's the most proud. All right? Let's see who these nuclear missiles are for and who to take them down. Get Proverbs 50 and start at 31. Start at verse 1.
You said Proverbs 50?
Salakia, Jeremiah 50 and 1.
All right. And the scripture tell you pride goes before destruction.
Pride goes before destruction. And this is what we're reading about. Destruction and who is it for?
God.
Bring it out.
Jeremiah 50 and from the top. The word of the word that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet.
All right. Modern day Babylon is America. This is the modern day land of the Chaldeans. All right. And what did the Most High say? Who his enemies are? He say they were the proud. Skip down to verse 31. God. Jeremiah 50 and 51 is talking about the destruction of America. All right, bring it out, brother.
God. Jeremiah 50 and 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud.
He calls America, O thou most proud. That's who that glittering spear is for. The prideful. Oh, the book of Obadiah is telling Esau as a nation, your pride has deceived thee. Okay? You think you can offset prophecy, motherfucker. That glittering spear is for the most proud. Bring it out, huh?
God. And that's why Daniel's called America, Babylon, the most stout than all his fellows.
Yeah, come.
You know? So just so proud.
Yeah, when you go with what it is, Daniel the 7th chapter, he was speaking great swelling words.
Yeah.
All right.
20, verse 25.
Yeah, get it. Get it. Okay, get it.
All right. This Daniel's. All right, Daniel 7. We're gonna start at 20, and it reads, and of the 10 horns that were in his head.
All right, the EU, NATO. All right, America is a part of EU, NATO. But something's gonna transpire where they're gonna break up. All right, come on.
And of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell.
Come on. And those 10 horns also represent Roman Empire as a whole. All right.
Gone. And the 3 that fell was the French, the Spanish, and the British. They fell to America.
That's right. Bring it out.
And it reads, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things.
All right. Let's talk about America. All right. That eyes represents they have a lot of so-called great knowledge, wisdom. Okay. And those great swelling words is 2 men can marry. A woman can abort a baby in her belly in the last trimester, a fully grown, developed baby. All right, and she can kill it before it breathes in its first intake of oxygen. All right. God loves everybody. Jesus is Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man. Those are great swelling words. You got to be prideful to go around saying things like that. Your pride has deceived you. You're gonna change times and laws. Who the fuck you think you are? That's the most proud. That's what these nuclear missiles are for, man. Okay.
And it reads, whose look was more stout than his fellows, and I beheld.
He's more arrogant than his fellows. He's more prideful. Fuck you. You wasn't born this way. You're whatever you identify as. All right, so you're going against the Haba Shema Shah, El Shaddai. He created this man a man, and you tell him he's whatever he want to be. All right? The other nations ain't do that.
God.
You more stout than your fellows. They were all degenerates. They wasn't cutting off rods and sewing on artificial hot pockets, giving people hormones, just making and creating these monsters. All right, you wilder than the ones that were before you. Let's talk about America. That's who these missiles for. I get Judges 5 and 11. That's who these missiles for. All right, we can zero it down and pinpoint with pinpoint accuracy. All right, who the end time for? It's for 2/3 of our people, and it's for to bring down this tyrant that's running the planet Earth horribly. All right, the nuclear missile was created to show how powerful our Heavenly Father is and how He's going to smash the most proud. Bring it out.
Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
All right, the noise of archers. Who are these archers are going to shoot their arrows at? All right, they're going to shoot them over here in America. And America are going to have their archers, and they're going to shoot it off in various places on the planet Earth. All right, this is talking about nuclear holocaust, a nuclear war. All right, bring it out.
In the places of drawing water.
Drawing waters represents slavery. All right, slavery goes on to this day. All right, look at the penal system. Look at the prison incarceration. You got more of the tribe of Judah, so-called Negroes here in America, that's locked up in the penitentiary that was on the plantations all throughout the South. All right, because look, slavery was predominantly down here in the South, right? But look at this penal system. You go out west, it wasn't slavery. Guess what? You go out west, niggas filling up them damn penitentiaries. Up north, it wasn't slavery. But you go to what that is, that island that the niggas go get locked up in New York. I don't know if it's called Sing Sing. I forgot what that prison is. But up north, Boston, anywhere you go with JK, out east, all right, places where they didn't have slavery. Those prisons are filled up with millions of Jake, man. This is the place of drawing waters. And them dudes is working for 2 and 3 cents an hour, man. All right? This is the place of drawing waters. Where slavery is just ran rampant. Well, it broke all-time highs. It broke all-time records, as it do to this day. Bring it out, brother.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
All right, and this, when you read Zechariah, the 5th chapter, Yahweh Shema Shai say he would have those wings take us into the land of Shinar. All right, chief city in Babylon, and where we'll build his house. So in the land of drawing orders, Baruch 2 and 30, chapter 2, verse 30, fulfilled itself when we start remembering ourselves in the land of our captivity, in the land of slavery, man. And this is where the nukes are going to descend on and obliviate. Am I pronouncing that right?
Obliterate.
Obliterate. All right? We're going to tear this bitch up, man. All right, the land is going to be laid desolate. All right? Like you go to Florida. Florida's plush. That's a nice land. You go out west to California, various places, and that's some nice land. You go in the Midwest, that's plush farmland, so on and so forth. America got some nice fatness of the earth. The land is good here in America. And Yahweh Shema Shai, how is he going to make it desolate? Those missiles are going to lick this bitch up and turn it into a full-fledged desert. Okay? That's how he's going to do it.
And I believe Joel will tell you before those missiles hit, the land is as the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, Joel the second. Joel's the next precept, as a matter of fact. Go to Joel 3rd chapter, start at the 10th verse. All right? You talking about Joel the 2nd chapter. The land is as Eden. You're right. Plush, greenery. If you in a state you go to and you go in the rural areas are plush. The land is good. You know? Now Esau fucking it up, building concrete. If he had his way, it wouldn't be no woods, it wouldn't be no vegetation, no farmland. He's gonna turn this bitch into a concrete jungle. A concrete jungle, guess what? Life cannot thrive in a concrete jungle. Where you got pollution, concrete, all right, everywhere. All right, this dude is the instrument of death, man. He destroys wonderfully. Okay, bring it out, brother.
And it's hotter in the city because of the concrete.
Yeah.
And this Joel chapter 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords.
All right, all you guys that are around here working, laboring to make money. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is putting the spirit in the kingdom of men. Look, man, trade that in for a Gatling gun. Trade that in for a nuclear missile. Oh, you exporting, expediting, doing business and commerce in the earth. All right, investing you in some nuclear missiles. And that's exactly what North Korea is doing. That's exactly what Iran is doing. Iran is a first world country, y'all. Iran is not a second or third world country. Okay? And they're investing in nuclear missiles. All right? Because Israel is trying to bully them. Okay? Living in Iran is just like living in America. America got perks. America has perks. If you step on a nail in Iran, an ambulance is coming to get you. That's a first world privilege. If you step on a fucking nail in fucking Yemen or Zimbabwe somewhere, Afghanistan, and you on your own, you fuck. Oh, you're not fuck because they be having a lot of knowledge in the herbs and stuff. America's backwards, you know? Okay? But bring it out, brother.
And it reads, and you're pruning hooks into spears.
All right? So invest in war. Invest in your war machine. That's the spirit Yahweh Shema Shai is putting on the kings of the earth. All of them. Fuck, if you're in Netherlands, they ain't known for being hey, get you some weaponry. Militarize your cops. All right? All of these kings of the earth in their countries, they're militarizing their cops. Why? Because they're going to go to war with the inhabitants of their own land. See what I'm saying? Bring it out, brother. That's why America's trying to disarm its citizens. They plan on turning this place into a totalitarian society governed by draconian laws. That's not going to be easy to do when you come down south and everybody got guns. Everybody got, me and him was showing off our swords last night. But it's not just us. I mean, it's just down south, it's legal.
Right.
All right? As soon as a child turns 18, he was a child a year ago. As soon as he's 18, he can go get the best of the best. He can go get him an AR-15, an SKS. If he got the money, he can get it. He can go get him a nice pump. All right? So that's why the government, they're ready to turn on their citizens. And here in America, they're doing all this fake shit to disarm them. And you'll never disarm. You have more guns in America than you have people. You'll never get all of them. So there will be a civil war. We're living in a time of war. These prophecies are jumping off the book. Bring it out, brother.
It says, let the weak say I'm strong.
All right. Shalom, Mark. Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatah.
Okay, T.
Oh, God.
Right, bring it out.
Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about hither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down. All
right, now look. You say all you heathen round about. It's about to go into you that are weak say I'm strong. Now look at Taiwan. Has Taiwan ever been known for being a war machine?
No.
Has the Ukraine ever been known for being a war machine?
No.
All right. All of these countries, guess what? They're getting ready for war. Their resources that they have in their countries, they're starting to put it in their military. They're putting so much money in their military, the rest of their country will be suffering for it. All right? Taiwan is getting ready for war now. They don't have a war machine. Look at Ukraine.
God.
You see? The Most High got all the key, even the nations that haven't been worried about war, getting ready for war. Because the big nations are picking on the little ones.
Yep.
North Korea ain't having this shit. Bring it out, bro.
God. And it reads, and NATO trying to assist Taiwan, and the U.S. trying to assist Taiwan. You know, but y'all bucking up in this 5. Nope. Russia.
No. China. China is just like Russia. You get in my business, we're going to World War III.
God.
You don't think the Russians and the Chinese, you think they just simultaneously overtaking places that's close to them? You don't think the Russians talked to the Chinese before this? Their elites talked about, all right, when you go over, do what you do, we're going to do what I do. When the NATO, EU come get in our business, when you go to war with them, we got your back. When we go to war with them, we got your back. You don't think Russia and China had that talk before they went in to overtake these places? Hey, our salvation is nigh. Get your houses in order. We don't have much time. Perfect yourselves through fasting and praying. This is it. This little part of this grace period we have, we got to be perfect. You got beefs with brothers. If you can't make amends for them, pray for them. Don't be holding no unforgiveness and resentment in your heart. If you got little things that you're battling that you haven't conquered yet, personally, hey, fast and pray. Some demons only go out with fasting and prayer. Okay? It's like a cancer. Certain doctors say when they come in and a woman got a little spot on her breast or something, and they see it, they say, we're going to attack this cancer aggressively. You got any weakness in you, you have to attack it aggressively because you don't have much time to get right. The doors of the spiritual ark are closing, man. Once all hell break loose, man, we got to use what we got. Wisdom and knowledge is be spilling of your times. So what did Ezra say? I swallow down all my soul, knowledge and wisdom. You got to be greedy, all right? And then we're going to have to apply what we learned. We don't have much time to get it, man. All right, you got it, brother.
Back at Joel, the 3rd chapter, at 12. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat.
Hey, the heathens are awakened, man. The Most High is mustering up the battle. All across the earth, all right, you got wars and rumors of wars. Proxy wars, all right? All just people fighting over lands. Down over there in the land of Ham, China trying to take over that bitch. Them Hamites trying to get the Chinese out of there. All right? It just war is just, the earth is in the uproar. Matthew, the 24th chapter is basically fulfilled. Earthquakes in diverse places, uproars amongst the people, rumors of wars. We can show you, we can funnel all of those actions through the scriptures, man. Those prophecies that basically came to pass. Bring it out, brother.
We see that everybody threatening each other.
Everybody threatening each other.
No more peace.
China say don't get in our fucking business. Russia already told. We just read the article. We got another article where China is saying the exact same thing Russia's saying, but we're pressed for time. We got something to do. But we have another article where China's warning everybody don't get in our fucking business. Saying the same thing Russia said in the article we just read. Don't get in our fucking business when we go deal with Taiwan, with these Taiwanese. This is our business. America. When America went in Libya, when America went into Iraq, what would have happened if Russia would have came in there? Look, you shouldn't be doing. They're going to say, get the fuck out of our business. If you get in our business and fuck with our interests, we go into war. That's why America's pride has deceived them. You ain't gonna let nobody do it to you. So Russia's saying you ain't gonna do it to us. We get all our land back. Fuck all that. Ezekiel 38, put hooks in his jaws. You put hooks in his jaws. America want all their land back from the USSR. Everybody that broke away from us, we're getting you back. Anybody that get in between our business when we're getting our land back, we go on to war. America can't help themselves. The EU, those nations can't help themselves. They're going to do it. And the Most High has angels put in the spirit of the kings of the earth to do these things so the kingdom of heaven could be ushered in and we could be delivered. The consolation of Israel. Simeon, Luke, the 2nd chapter. Before he died, he wanted to see the Messiah. He was waiting on the consolation of Israel. That's what we're waiting on, man. Bring it out, bro.
It's no coincidence, like you said, with Russia, Ukraine, and China and Taiwan. It's all happening around the same time, you know? It's no coincidence.
Read down to 15.
Come on. Joel 3 and 13. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
All right, put in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. How about Shemawashai do things for time periods? All right, he have judgment written for specific days. Okay, the harvest is ripe. All right, we tell time. We're spiritual forecasters because of prophecy. In fact, I'm gonna get it. Let me get this quick precept. This is how we know the harvest is right. All right, his servants.
Salvation nearer than what we believe.
Bear with me. Hey, talk, all right.
God, and the Lord, He's shortening these last days for the elect's sake. So just watch these prophecies.
I found it. Salaki, brother.
God.
All right, and this is how we know the sickle. He's thrown in the sickle, and the harvest is right. All right. This is Matthew 16 and 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, you say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. All right, in the kingdom of men, you look at Doppler radar, you look at the news, or you can come outside and you can look, oh, it's about to rain. It's about to storm. All right, the wind is blowing, you be like a storm is coming. It's about to pour down. All right, the carnal man can do that. All right, that piss Yahweh off. All right, look what he said. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. Oh, ye hypocrites! You can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the times. See, these prophecies has us in reality, and we can discern the signs of the times and the times we're living in. It ain't no time to be having no babies, getting married, trying to raise a family. There's no time for that shit. When you're doing that, all right, you're not discerning the signs of the times. Right now, it's time to be equipping yourself with the weapons of war that's given to us. The sword of the spirit, the helmet of salvation, the buckle of truth. You're preparing yourself for an end-time war. And our weapons of warfare are not carnal, they're spiritual. So you need to be getting built up in the spirit. And that's how we know that war is on the horizon. Through prophecies, man, being occupied in them. All right? That's how we know Joel, that Joel, the 3rd chapter, is talking about this day and time that we're living in. Even though it was written about 3,000 years ago. Bring it out, brother.
Come, back at Joel, the 3rd chapter, 13 in the middle, it reads, come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow. All
right, the press is full, the fats is overflow. What has Yahweh Shemawashai done in this final hour? He's populated the earth with all these souls like he's never has before. The earth is literally populated with more people on the planet than ever before. All right, it's for judgment. It's right now. Wickedness at an all-time high. The 2/3 back in their lot doing what the shit they was doing in the elder world. The men of the Lord are back here doing what they were doing in the elder world. All right?
God.
It's time for all actions to be weighed in the balance, man. Whether your deeds be good or bad. And he's doing it through war. World War III. Nuclear fire. Bring it out, bro.
For their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision.
All right, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Jehoshaphat, man. Okay? Let's talk about World War III. Let's talk about a nuclear holocaust, man. All right? Let's talk about missiles getting sent from one hemisphere to another. And it's to judge humanity, according to Revelation, the 3rd chapter. He said he's going to visit the wicked. Revelation 3 and 10, man. Bring it out, brother.
All right. And it also says the Medes shall not regard silver and gold. So there's no peace offering you can offer to the Russians.
No, none. None. No treaty, no peace talks. When the Mossad turned that light on with these with that Russian bear, all he wants is blood and he wants dominance. He want to be the top dog. Bring it out. And our great king gonna be the one to take these Russians down. Bring it out.
Joel 3 and 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
All right. When these missiles get descended and all this dirt and all that debris flies up, you're not going to be able to see the sun shining. You ain't going to be able to see the sun. That's why the elect going to be above that, looking down at the destruction. It's going to be like darkness upon darkness. Okay?
God.
And when these missiles descend, all of the knowledge and wisdom of the heathen, all right, that shit going to be done away with too. That goes into that too. Nobody going to be listening to the stars of this world and what they got to say. They going to want to know who flying these little so-called UFOs, and who are these men getting beamed up. That's going to be the new power on the earth. That's 15?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
They're going to be wondering, oh, I was in the church all my life. Why I'm not getting beamed up?
Yeah.
Wicked ass.
Get Jeremiah 25:32, start at verse 32.
32?
No, yeah, Jeremiah 25 and 32.
Oh, 25.
And this lets you know it's talking about all of this, Yahweh mustering up the battles, playing on the tops of the kings of the earth. All right, it all ends in a nuclear holocaust. Bring it out.
Jeremiah 25 and 32. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, and that host goes into an army. Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation.
All right, these missiles are going to go from nation to nation. These motherfuckers going to be shooting at each other, man. All right? Even if it ain't a nuclear missile, it's going to be some new hypersonic fucking missile where they're going to be just slaying one another. This is going to be the war of wars, man. And just know this. In World War II, it's estimated that 70 million people throughout the planet died. All right? The body count for World War III is going to go into the billions. All right? A third of man. Come on, all right?
And it says, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
Come on.
And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other.
All right, all these missiles, this war, all right? The slain of the Lord is going to go from one hemisphere to the other. And don't forget the angels. Don't forget them shooting their laser beams in the midst of all of this, man. Great death, man.
Leviathan, too.
All right, you talking about around here getting married and 401k and living this life up in America, man. You don't do that during the time of war. We're going to do that in the kingdom, man. You're not preparing a place to live here. This whole earth is going to be war-stricken. It's going to be war-stricken, man. You try to, what would you say? You're going to leave out of America and go somewhere else?
Yeah.
What it say that destruction going to be at?
It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end.
All right, there's nowhere in the earth you could go run and get secure. Okay? The only thing you can do is pray to get that mark that you read about in Ezekiel the 9th chapter. That mark of exemption. What it is, Ta'ah?
Ta'ah.
Yeah. All right? To be exempt from all this judgment. Get on your knees facing the ace and praying to Yahweh Shema to have mercy on you. That's it. That's your only out if you're an Israelite. All right? That's the only way out you have. Okay? Give me Isaiah 24 and 20. All right, now how can you have slain from one end of the hemisphere to another? You got to be in a time of technology. Because ancient Rome wasn't just going from one hemisphere to another. You know, they was conquering the new world, the known world that was, you know, wherever they could go on horses. They would take ships to certain places, but it wasn't simultaneously. It would take Rome a year just to get to another place to conquer it. Traveling, all right? This is going to be happening at one time. So you're going to be having to living in an age of technology where you have missiles that can get from one hemisphere to another in 30 minutes. That's how you're going to have that slain of the Lord, that great death. Bring it out, brother.
Like Daniel 12 say, knowledge is increased. So
yeah.
Technology is increased as well.
And the weapons of war.
Yeah.
They started off with slingshots and swords.
Yeah.
You go in the book of Genesis, slingshots. David had the slingshot. He got that. Primitive weapons. Now, I mean, you could shoot a. You could be in Florida at your on holiday, press a button and blow some motherfuckers up in fucking Syria, man. All right, bring it out, bro.
Isaiah 24:20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
All right, what could ancient Babylon, what can any of these countries in the ancient world do to make the world rock to and fro like a drunkard? Nothing. Nothing. The only thing that can do that is a nuclear holocaust. That's it. That's it. You have to be in the age of technology for that to happen. When you have this ultimate power descending on the earth, you're going to have earthquakes everywhere. All over the earth. This is talking about a nuclear fucking fire, man. A nuclear fucking war. You're going to have Russia getting out. Blue, 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 blue. Mushroom clouds everywhere. Blue, 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 blue. That's how them bitches going to be hitting. You're going to have that one missile, the warheads exploding, all them bitches hitting there. And the earth going to be going crazy, man. It's never seen a power like that. Well, it's seen Yahweh Shema Shai, where he did the Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, Yahweh could do it naturally, but in the kingdom of men, that's what they're going to use, that left-handed technology. All right, to destroy one another. The Most High always had Esau in the trick bag. He gave him that so-called blessing, that great sword. He lived by it, he gonna die by it. He was always in the trick bag. Bring it out, brother.
Yep, and Babylon gonna be destroyed in 1 hour, like the scripture says.
1 hour.
That's quick. And it reads.
Man, you can't get prepared to go to work in 1 hour.
God.
You gotta get up, bath, brush your teeth, fix you something to eat. You can't get out the house in 1 hour. Bring it out, bro.
And it reads, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it.
All right, and that's the judgment written, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring in World War III, let a nuclear holocaust come, so the kings of the earth will subdue themselves. All right? Then our great king going to come in as the cleanup crew and just put all their asses in slavery and endow the men of the Lord with spiritual powers so we can get all the revenge and get out and get some spoil, get some booty and revenge for the things they've done us over the eons, man. Okay?
Big payback. The
big payback. That's right, brother. Okay? Get our Revelation 9, start at verse 15.
This Revelation 9 and 15, and it reads, and the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year. A
particular time. 4 angels, what are they doing? Falling back destruction. All right? What you brought up that precept earlier. Yahweh Shema Shai created angels to do what?
Evil.
Certain angels he created to bring evil to the earth. Evil angels, all right? He has certain spirit that he created to do what? Lay on sore strokes and appease the wrath of him that created him. These 4 archangels, all right, they ready to hear certain trumpets blown and to just let this bitch get fucked up royally. All right, bring it out.
For to slay.
And these 4 angels is for the last days, appointed time in the last days. All right, bring it out, brother.
For to slay the third part of men.
All right, the third part of men is talking about Esau. All right, it's talking about Esau. It's talking about billions of people. But the third part of men, you're gonna have the peoples of the earth getting slaved, man. All right, you want to be talk about the third part of humanity? That'll go into billions of people, man. Either or. All right? But these angels is coming to bring Esau's demise. He's the third part of men. You have the seed of the wicked, the seed of the righteous, and the other nations, the heathen. All right? He's the seed of the wicked. He's the third part of men. All right? Bring it out, brother.
Verse 16.
But a third part of our people going to get destroyed. Man, that death toll going to go up to billions. Bring it up, bro.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000 and thousand.
All right, now that's talking about missiles. 200 million missiles are going to descend on America. All right, and that's how he's going to lay the land desolate. All right, all it is like Eden before. All right, how is it going to be a fucking desolate land after when that missiles? You got all right. You got the Great Lakes. You got the Mississippi River. all these great bodies of water, Lake Pontchartrain down here, Lake Okeechobee, all that shit. Those missiles is gonna suck them bitches dry. They're gonna lick them bitches up dry. All right? And it's gonna liquefy everything over here in America, man. We talking about a nuclear war, man, in the scriptures. 2,000, 3,000 years ago, man. That's why, hey, man, this is an immortal knowledge we have. Top-notch knowledge. That was written aforetime. Bring it out, bro.
Verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, and having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone.
You got them fires at the edge of them bitches, and they're gonna all meet their mark.
Oh yeah.
They ain't gonna crash. Ain't no nuclear, cause ain't no nuclear defense system gonna stop these things. All right, Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Ain't no nuclear defense system gonna stop nothing Yahweh Shem Shai want to hit. All right, he want this missile to hit that mark. If he, all right, Yahweh Shem Shai knows every hair on the top of our head. All right, man, that's powerful and heavy. Every little single hair, he knows it. So we got 200 million missiles. You don't think he done named all them motherfuckers? Every one of them bitches gonna hit where they supposed to hit. Ain't none of them gonna fall into the ocean, unless he wanted to fall in the ocean and start a big tidal wave or something somewhere. Every missile's gonna hit where he wanted the missile hit at, man. All right, that's what's gonna usher in the kingdom of heaven. Esau is gonna have a lot to clean up. That third part of man and these heathens. Bring it out, bro.
And it also tell you the Lord knows all the names of the stars, and that's billions.
Yeah.
So
you know he know all the names of these missiles. Them motherfuckers gonna hit where he want them to hit.
Yep.
He's already activated. What last year sometime? The angels activated some missiles somewhere. I'm roughly paraphrasing. I had seen it come down my feed. Esau, with all his great technology, knowledge shall be increased in the last days. It's still primitive compared to Yahweh Shem Shai's right hand and side, man. All right, the left hand got what they got to emulate the right hand anywhere it go. Yep. All right, bring it out, bro.
And it reads back in Revelation 9:17, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions.
Come on.
And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Nuclear fire. All right, you see when those missiles hit. All right, when a nuclear missile hit, you make the restroom cloud, and you got that destroying wind that goes out first. The destroying wind gonna kill you you'll be dead before the fire even reach your ass. All right, that destroying wind, when that force hits the earth, it goes whoosh. And that destroying wind is hot itself. And then you got that fire that just goes everywhere and it's like a liquid fire, and it just goes throughout the land, going in every window, every crevice. It's like water. When you put water in a vessel, the water touches everything. That's the same thing that liquid fire is going to do, and just destroy anything in its path. That's why Joel, the 2nd chapter, say it's like Eden in front and like a desolate wilderness behind. All right? You couldn't do that in the ancient world.
Sure, no.
We talking about some modern times. These prophets in the ancient world was seeing what was going on in modern times. That's why they'll get sick. That's why they'll be troubled in their mind. They'll be like, man, what the fuck is this?
Right.
What the fuck is that? Man, what type of sorcery is this? And they used the best terminology they had for that time that they were living in. All right, bring it out, bro.
And that shows you that the scriptures when say Babylon is not talking about ancient Babylon, because it's making a distinction. Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, is going to get hit with nuclear fire.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Back at Revelation 9:18. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, by the smoke, by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths.
And the third part of men gonna be billions of people, man. Billions. All right, not just Esau. 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed. Billions. World War III will have billions dead. Billions. All right? This is the war of all wars. Missiles going from, give me Revelation 8:1. Missiles going from one hemisphere to the next within 30 minutes. Land. Now, the Most High not going to let all the earth get fucked up, you know? Right. The angels are going to be controlling a lot of shit. But you're going to have great pockets where millions of people are going to be destroyed as soon as the missile shit on land, man. Bring it out, bro.
Revelation 8:1. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour.
All right. That's all it takes. Half an hour. Russia shoot over here. Those hypersonic missiles that go at the speed of light and shit. All right. They're going to be over here in 30 minutes, tearing this bitch up. And vice versa. America going to shoot off to other places. They're going to get hit. They're going to get hit in 30 minutes. Lands are going to be laid desolate, man. It's just that for America, she going to have everybody shooting on her.
Yep.
The EU, everybody that has nuclear capabilities is going to be shooting on that bitch. It's funky, nasty bitch. All right. That's it on 18?
Yeah.
All right. Give me Isaiah 14. No, give me Zechariah 14:12. All right. Now, all these scriptures we're getting is things that couldn't happen in the ancient world, especially this scripture here. Bring it out.
Zechariah 14:12.
Come on.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Shah will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
All right. So the Most High is calling this abominable filth, this nuclear energy. He calls it a plague. This is left-handed magic. All right. So-called white man is put on the earth to destroy wonderfully. This is a plague. But what did Robert Oppenheimer, when you look at, he said, some of us cried, some of us laughed, we smiled, they were happy. All right? They were happy with their sword, with their blessing. All right? But if you're in your right mind, you look at it as a plague and abominable filth, man. Okay? And compared to our power, all right, nuclear power is trash. All right? What happened on that movie, Judgment Day? When that nuclear missile hit the spaceships. They didn't do shit. All right, bring it out, bro.
And it reads, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Come on.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Come on.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
All right. Now, even when you pass your child through the fire in the ancient world, it took your body didn't burn that fast standing on your feet. All right. If you throw somebody to Disco Inferno, yeah, they're gonna be burnt to a pulp. But you gotta understand, a nuclear heat is different. It's 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. No, 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Salakia, 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So therefore, when that wind comes, you could be standing like Sarah O'Connor holding on the fence, and you just melting. All right, melting while you're on your feet. And I always like to bring out this analogy. Yahweh's power is stronger than that, because when you go to 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, they say, well, his laser beam hit you, you turned up into powder. So one liquefies, left-handed liquefies, but Yahweh's power, when it hits you, you turn into ashes. So that shows you Yahweh's power is way stronger than these nuclear missiles.
It's strong.
All right? But this is a nuclear power. This is not talking about nothing that happened in the ancient world. All right? When they used to offer their kids up to Molech, they'll put them in these little brazen bulls and shit, in these fire pits. It take time for shit to burn. All right? But this heat we talking about, you standing straight up, and you melt. Your eyes going to your side. That's a nuclear fucking fire, man. That's technology. Okay? End time will come in through nuclear fucking missiles, man. And we don't want to be on the opposite side of Yahweh Shemavashai's judgment. El Shaddai, man. He's doing all this to appease his wrath. All right, King David say, fear and dread has came upon him because they made void his law. He know how Yahweh get down. That's why through the terror of the Lord, we persuaded men. That's why we doing these sit downs. You want to be standing up and you just melting, fucking melting. Just imagine every nerve in your body feeling that heat and that All right, you think you're gonna die fast, man? The Most High, man, the Most High could make you feel that shit and make it feel like an eternity.
God.
Who want to play with a power like that, man? We don't want no part of it. That's why the scriptures say, offend less. Don't put off day to day, come serve the Lord. You don't have much time. We don't have much time. All of us. Speaking of ourselves first and foremost. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. We can't be a help to someone else if we're not helping ourselves. Okay? It's time to be doing what it takes through fear and trembling. The beginning of when you fear, that's the beginning of wisdom. Okay? We got to shut it down. We don't got much power. 5%. Yeah, we don't got much time. All right, so with that, Abaratazai, this was edifying to the hearers. So we're going to give infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King. Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Harakah, Kadash. We're going to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles, great millstone, and salutation to our fellow laborers in Yahweh Shah, pushing this truth across the four winds in this final hour, man. Stay up. Shalom.
Shalom.
We don't have much time in this God-forsaken kingdom.
God.
The water, you brothers on the comment board. Shalom to y'all.
God, shalom.